Hey guys, Chris from the Ultimate Recycler. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to part 30 of the Great Cleanup. I will let you know later in this video how many days to go because I might film this over a couple of days. I'm pretty well leading straight on from the last episode. We made big progress in the yard. My dad was here most of the week and helping out, and Mum's been running the shop. It's been very productive. I'll give you a quick look around the yard. It's just on dusk here now, so we're running out of light. But I can assure you that by the time this episode finishes, we will have a peek in that container. Now, a quick scan of the yard. I've just been burning some old plywood and stuff that's just of no value. I have my woodman coming for another load of timber tomorrow, so you'll see that gone before the end of this video as well. Look at this space. We've got rid of all the long pipe. I've just loaded up those old washing machines in there. There was a dishwasher as well, some old lawn mowers that weren't any good for anything, at least not anymore because I'm not going to be repairing old mowers. This pile of timber is going tomorrow as well. I'm starting to stack up more and more clean aluminium and stainless steel over that side. Have a look at the trailer. I'm just going to head out first thing in the morning to the transfer station, get rid of these old mowers, old washing machines, some of the old washing machine cases. There's really hardly any weight and it's very messy, so I'm not going to take that to Melbourne at all. Take that at the transfer station tomorrow. I do have a pile of mowers here which all have cast aluminium decks. Now, previously I would have scrapped them out because the decks are quite weighty and they pay very well, but I certainly don't have time for that. I believe the yard will take them as dirty aluminium as they are, and because they've got wheels and engines and even plastic cowlings and everything, they actually weigh pretty well. So I will check with the yard. Let me know underneath if your yard would buy these as dirty aluminium. I think they will because there's a lot of aluminium in them. Whether I can leave the handlebars on, I'm not sure. But they will be going to Melbourne. I think they're worthwhile taking down. Whereas these ones, the bases are actually just pressed steel. So there's very little aluminium in them. I think there's probably a... Oh, look, that one might even have the head removed. They often have aluminium flywheels, but there's not enough weight of aluminium in them to... I think the yards are just paid dirty shred price for them. So that's what we're up to now. I'll be taking that out to the yard first thing in the morning. It's getting close to dinner time here. I've got to go home shortly. The camera's probably making it look more light than what it is. It's starting to get quite dull. So things are happening, and there's a bit going on inside too. We'll have a look in there before we finish up this video. Hey guys, it's a few days later now. We've had our weekend in Melbourne, our big table tennis tournament. I've got a video on that, and we had a good time. However, there's been a major plot twist to this whole series. Have a look. Yeah, it's not good. Sports injuries aren't the best at any time, but at this stage in this journey I'm on, it's certainly far from ideal. So we'll address that a little bit more in the next video. The next one I'll try and get out tomorrow, which actually will detail our weekend away and show you a bit of table tennis and a bit of a chat about what I did. It's certainly thrown a spanner in the works, but I'm going to keep going as fast as I can. I've got a few videos that I've sort of started and might be a little bit out of order because I've got to show you the shed extension at home. That's finished now. Also, we were planning a next scrap run and I've already been filming the start of that, and we were supposed to be going today. Today's Tuesday. Obviously, I can't do a run to the scrapyard at the moment. So things are all jumbled up. But I'm going to try and keep the videos coming quick, so that you guys keep up with what's going on. In this cleanup episode, and as I'm speaking right now, we have 26 days to go. And this is episode 30, if I remember correctly. I did promise you I will show you in the container, and I'm not one to break promises, so we'll do that shortly. We'll finish this video up with a bit of a walk around the house and the shop just to show you where we've got to. It will be a shorter video than normal, but I want to try and get this out as quick as possible. And then, as I said, tomorrow maybe I'll get the, if I can get it all edited, I'll get the weekend's trip video up, and hopefully you enjoy that. So let's have a walk around. I'll show you, we'll open the doors of the container. We won't be able to do too much at the moment. And then we'll go for a quick walk through inside. Okay, so I have been in this container this year. It's not like it's been locked up for years and years, but I've only ever used this side door, and it has been quite a few months. A lot of the stock was put in here probably at least 10 years ago. When I first got it, I was in desperate need of storage, and I put some racks in and I started transferring a lot of stuff in. There we go. Coco's keen for a sniff inside, you know, a whole box full of new smells for her. And maybe, hopefully, not too many creatures to chase. I don't think mice have got into it. I think containers are generally mice or mouse proof, and there shouldn't be anything in there to encourage them as far as food goes. Now, this side door, I don't think I've actually opened it since I first got the container and put the main racks in, so it was a bit tight. Also, I was a little concerned that things were leaning against it, which, as it turns out, that big plank was. So I had to do a bit of shuffling around to make sure that didn't fall out, and yeah, we can then have a bit more of a poke inside and see what's in there. So it's going to be a bit of a mystery. I know some of the stuff is packed in crates that is, you know, I know where it's from and it's relatively recent, but some of the earlier stuff I seriously do not know. Well, there we go, guys. That's what it looks like. There's a fair bit of stuff in there. There's a lot of vintage computer stuff again that I've shoved aside. Some of it's probably not worth a great deal. Other stuff's, I think, pretty sought after. I have some tubs with a lot of cool old books and manuals and things that I decided that were worth putting aside because they'd probably go well on eBay. And that's something I can do when I move into Christine's shop. If the shop takings are down a little bit, I'll have a lot of good eBay stock. There's some nice old oil boxes, a few chainsaws. I've always liked old chainsaws. It used to be my trade, repairing small engines, and some of these are quite collectible now. And there's all sorts of random stuff. That cupboard there, I think, came out of Dad's shearing shed. It's a nice old cupboard. There's, oh geez, I honestly don't remember what's in here. There's a big box underneath. I've got more tubs here. So some of the boxes are kind of organised, as in I've dated where they come from. Well, I've got a code on them and the guy's name. I know where I've bought them from. Some of them have never been sorted. Some of them I've sorted out as far as removing the junk and left the good stuff that I have to research. There's a huge big engine analyzer here out of an old garage. It's on a separate trolley. It's a really cool piece, and I guess that'll have to go home for now. I'll probably put it in the shop eventually. There's some really nice early 4-panel windows there that came out of an old house that was being demolished. I did have plans of using them at one stage. I'll probably just sell them now. There's a little shearing plant here, a single stand shearing plant with an old Briggs & Stratton engine on it. There's a massively large guillotine there. There's a huge mangle, freestanding mangle, all in dismantled, but it's all kind of been restored, and I'll have to try and put that together one day. There are bags and boxes of general household stuff that I don't think I sorted some of that. I think I just had to move it quickly and find somewhere to put it. And down the back, there's some nice stuff out of an old shed I did with a business partner of mine. We kind of split it half each and packed it away and never got back to it. There's some nice stuff in there. And down the bottom, I have some nice stuff that I've packed away for eBay in the future again. Some more vintage computer stuff. Lots of racks that I might be able to get into my shed at home. But we're going to have to empty this container, obviously, fairly quickly. There's some engines down the bottom that I bought at a garage sale once. And apparently they're all good goers, just never got back to them. So we have lots to move in here. A lot of it should just transport home. Hang on. Coco's lost her ball. What's up, Coco? Is the ball gone underneath? That was her bark to say, come and help me, I can't reach something. Where's your ball gone? Under there? So I've got some help. I don't have to move all this on my own. I've got quite a few family members, and Christine's quite able to help me move stuff, so I don't have to do a lot of lifting with this. I just have to help sort it. There we go. There's your ball. Go on. So I can rest my shoulder for a little bit, which is great. I can take a more organising or overseer's role. Have a look. It's a massive big old book press, cast iron book press. And this plank that nearly fell out looks like it's a big slab of red gum. So some really interesting stuff. I'm looking forward to going through it. This video will have to finish up here as far as the container goes. We'll do more cleanup videos on having a better look at what's inside. But before we finish up this, let's have a wander inside the house and through the yard. We might as well go for a walk. So this area is all nicely thinning out. There's a lot more space here. We've sorted out pretty much all the timber. There's a little bit more firewood the guy's going to come back and get whenever I give him the word. So that's good. There's one more crate I was going to take home there. So the yard has been going pretty well, but not much is going to happen out here this week, other than the fact that me being a little incapacitated, but also it's supposed to be quite wet again tomorrow. So it's probably good. I get a chance to sort out a lot of little stuff inside that doesn't involve much lifting. And, you know, it's going to be warm inside and obviously dry. Now, while Dad was here last week, he managed to take this fence down for me, which was great. I had a little fence across there. And I'm going to take this tin home because I have a use for that. So the yard here is starting to open up very nicely indeed. I've got a little bit more e-waste to take out to the transfer station. I'm still collecting e-waste. I still have people dropping it off because I don't want to break the pattern. People are in the habit now of doing it, and I don't want to put the message out there that I can't take it at the moment because then they forget. I like to keep the, you know, the pattern happening, and it's pretty easy to process that quickly. Right, it should start to sound fairly echoey in here. The kitchen has, Christine gave me a hand last night. We came back for a little bit. All the cupboards are empty there. I've got all the shelves except that big one down. We've removed some power cords and things. So it's becoming more and more not only organised, but pretty much empty. The pantry's all been done. So really we only have empty milk crates here and a few bits and pieces. This room has thinned out a little bit too, and that will get better and better very quickly, particularly this week because it gives me a chance to spend in here. Let's go and have a look in the shop. I haven't got into this storeroom to the left, so let's pretend we didn't see that. And the hallway here, of course, is just the same as usual. But I will probably this week get a chance to pack up some of this stuff as well. So the shop was open over the long weekend while we were away by Nikki, the lady that helps me out. She did a great job. She moved a lot of stuff. There was a display cabinet down the back there that's gone. So considering we're trying to keep this room absolutely packed full with everything from out the back, just moving it in all the time, it's actually still starting to look a little empty in here, which is awesome. That means we are moving lots of stock. Now this old piano frame base, well, it's a soundboard from a piano. I did a video on this ages ago, and I'll link it up top now. I actually had sold this, and a bloke was meant to come back and get it, and he hasn't. He'd paid for it, and I don't have his contact details, and it's been a month now, and I just can't wait any longer. So Nikki's daughter actually was interested in it, so I said, you guys have got it for free as long as you can move it out pretty soon. So that will make more space in here. The shelves we've kept full at the front. So that's going good. We're moving a lot of small stock. The shed room here is really starting to look more and more empty. Totally empty, those back shelves. I've just got to do a photo on those. I'm going to throw them on Facebook, see if I can get rid of them quickly. And that big long counter at the front's going next door into Christine's shop. So there's quite a lot of space in here. It's again starting to sound echoey, and at this stage it's great to have a room with an echo because it means lots have been culled and there's more and more space. All those boxes up top I'll probably just move next door. We got the big ladder down. I'm not sure if I pointed it out in a future video, previous video, so that's good. We still have two more ladders to go. There's one in the front of the main room here, and there's one in this room still. And these big industrial lights I'll probably hang over the shed section in Christine's shop. So yeah, it's all getting there. The trouble at the moment, of course, is I'm a bit limited with what I can do. I can still move my arm quite well, but I can't lift it up above my shoulder. So hopefully that doesn't take too long to resolve itself, and I am certainly going to look after it and take advantage of people that want to help me lift things. So this is a little awkward. I've got to hold the phone up with my left hand without actually turning it off, because that's where the off button is. We'll finish up this video now. Thanks for watching again, guys. This plot twist is going to make it more interesting because I really thought I was going to make it with time to spare, and a lot of you guys did too. But look, I'm still confident. The birds are cheering me on. Coco's my constant companion. And when I don't have to rescue her ball for her, she's well, she's not helpful at any stage really. So, but she's good to have on the journey. Thanks for watching, guys. It's great to have you guys on the journey too. Next video, I'll try and get this one out today, which is Tuesday. The next one I'll try and get up for tomorrow. It might be tomorrow night, which will be our table tennis long weekend and talking about the injury. And then I might try and squeeze in my shed extension video to show you where we're going to be moving the stock from the container. And then hopefully, we're clearly not going to do a scrap run this week. Hopefully I can do it early next week, and that will come up soon as well. So thanks for your support. Thanks for everyone watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.